Hello and welcome to Shelley's Sacred Space, and welcome to Everything Energy. Today it is Pendulum Part 2. I wasn't planning this one, but I realized that I teased you with my friend who had a pendulum made from a washer and then never expanded on that. So I'm here to do that. But while I was thinking about that, I'm like, oh, I forgot to mention this and I forgot to mention that. So voila, Part 2. So let's start with my friend. Now, the way that they used the pendulum was the first time I had seen it be used that way, not in a clinical setting, if that makes sense. So they actually used it for crystal healing in the sense of they whipped it out and they went along the body of a person who was sitting down and told them where their blocks were and where the energy was stagnant. And I don't know their whole process because I didn't ask, but they also gave advice on what to um, use to help that. So this person was very much into plant medicine, and so therefore it was like, this will help this area, this will help that area, and gave a little bit of information that way. For when I use it for crystal healing, I do the same type of thing, but I'll look at any chakras that are blocked, any energy areas that are blocked, and then I use energy medicine, crystals, and or Reiki to help remove those blocks and get energy flowing again. Okay. So that was very cool when I saw that. And I remember saying to them, what is that? And they're like, it's a pendulum. I'm like, no, I know that. What did you make it? I'm like, how did you get one like that looks like that? What is it? And they said, it's just a washer. And they made it. And it just blew my mind, which is interesting because I never connected that to what I do now. So I showed you all those wonderful pendulums, and I love them all. Those were all bought. I have gotten into creating my own pendulums. And I think I'd mentioned that because I'd shown you one that with the kink that I had told you about. That's my raw crystal, raw amethyst. That one I made. Okay. So I wanted to show you a few of the other ones because I have ones that are very simple. So again, just a ball and a Merkaba in a rose quartz. Then I have a little bit different. So this has the goddess symbol and a star. I usually hold the goddess symbol, some beads, they're just glass, and then a pink tourmaline. And it's a beautiful pendulum. This one is different. I was like, this is so cool. So this is a bit longer, as you can see. It is not a stone, it is acrylic. It's just a piece that had a point on the bottom. And I thought, well, if you can do it with a washer that doesn't have a point, why not that? And then I just used this funky piece for the top, and it swings very nicely. It is super, super light. So that is something to be aware of. Especially if you're using it and you get distracted and move, that shake will affect that briefly. The other one I want to show you, this is another piece of amethyst, which is really cool, but it's a rectangle. And I just put a little ball on the bottom. But it's interesting because when I ask the questions, it still moves. So if I say, my name is Shelley, I don't know if you can see it, I'm getting the back and forth. So now let's take a look at, my name is Steve. And now I'm getting it this way. So that's interesting because it's not even a point. Just it tickles me. All right. The last one I want to show you is this one that I made. So again, I just added some little things. So these are decorative razor blades of all things. Don't ask, I don't know. I put an owl on the top. So basically, this one for me actually represents having the wisdom, the owl, to cut through the garbage, and that's amplified through the quartz, clear quartz. So in this case, this pendulum has a specific intention in my mind. Now, if you were to take it, you might have it mean something else, and that's perfectly fine. The pendulum will let you know whether or not it's going to work with you. And the last thing I want to bring up is pendulum boards. You can get them as mats, little cloths, big boards. You can get them with alphabets, so it almost looks like a Ouija board. Don't think. I used to have there's a little business card sheet of metal that basically was a pendulum yes, no. I have these ones. I love these. They work so great, very lightweight, can carry it anywhere. And it's interesting because your pendulum will work even with the board. And of course, this might not be able to see this, but we're going to try it anyways. I can always edit it out. All right, so my name is Shelley. My name is Tony. So cool, right? Now here comes the fun part. I'm going to turn it. Hold on, I can't see it. I'm going to turn it so that the no is at the top and the yes is there. Ready? My name is Shelley. So that's what's really cool with answer boards is you can then take away the needing to know the yes and no as long as you know that it has that connection. So I would still ask the first time, but then you might be able to just whip out both and kind of go through. I still ask. I might just ask the no question to make sure I got the no. So, things like that. Anyways, that is our pendulum part 2. Thank you so much for joining me. Until we see you again, bye for now.